This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so April the 1st at the O2 Arena, Anthony Joshua versus Jermaine Franklin. Now, Jermaine Franklin has fired a bit of a warning shot at Anthony Joshua and most people in the boxing world when he says this: April the 1st is time for me to shock the world. 95% of the fans think I'm going to lose. There are going to be some upset people Sunday morning. Jermaine Franklin. So, firstly, he's supposed to say that. He's not going to go in there and think, yeah, you know what, I'm probably going to lose this one, but you know what, I'll pick up a nice little payday. That's not what he's going to put out there, of course not. Even if he really felt it. But fighters don't feel that way. Fighters always feel like they're going to win, even when the mountain appears to be too high. Now, as far as him saying 95% of people think he's going to lose, I imagine it's probably a bit higher than that. But upsets do happen in boxing. So maybe Jermaine Franklin will get the win. You never know. But I'm in the high percentage of people that think Anthony Joshua is just going to do an absolute number on him. Now, you have to remember that Jermaine Franklin, listen, he's a good fighter. We've seen that. We've seen that against Dillian Whyte, that he's better than what people thought he was going to be, which is why I feel a lot of people feel that Jermaine Franklin won that fight, because he surprised a few people. But at the same time, Dillian Whyte was trying new things. He was told by his new trainer, Buddy McGirt, to stand off, don't go for the knockout, just use the jab. So he was kind of stuck in between styles. So he still managed to get the win, and then he stopped Jermaine Franklin in the final round. I don't think Anthony Joshua is going to wait until round 12 to try and get him out of there. But Joshua, he is going to have to be careful, because Jermaine Franklin, he does have fast feet and fast hands, and quite clearly can punch a bit. We've seen Anthony Joshua come short against Andy Ruiz Jr. See, so things do happen in boxing, and this is why I always say you can never give 100%. You should never put your house, your car, and your everything on the line for a result, especially when it comes to heavyweight boxing, because one punch can change everything. It's happened time and time again, and will continue happening. Okay, so for Jermaine Franklin, he will come there and he will look to try and win, because he wins, his life gets turned around. Now, this fight in itself, his life will be turned around with the amount of money that I'm sure he's making in this fight. But is he going to win? I wouldn't have thought so. I think Anthony Joshua is going to do something in this fight that's going to get people's attention again. Now, I know people talk about the tickets and Joshua's popularity and all that kind of stuff. Well, Joshua's doing what he should be doing. Under the radar, he's out there in America. He's not out there on social media doing interviews, slagging off his opponents, making negotiations difficult and all that kind of stuff. He's just getting his head down in the gym, looking to April the 1st. So people are not really thinking about this fight, because the hype isn't quite there for it. And it wouldn't be, because I said he's keeping himself busy. But it is an interesting fight, that's for sure, and it's one that Joshua should win. No doubt he should win, and Joshua should win most of his fights. He should, probably 99% of them. But as I said before, heavyweight boxing, you never know. Now, of course, this fight is not going to be on pay-per-view. This will be the first time that a Joshua fight has not been on pay-per-view in quite some time. So I do wonder if that's got anything to do with the sales. By not putting it on pay-per-view, maybe it's made people go, well, actually, it's not a very good fight then. Now, you have to remember that Joshua's coming off 2 losses, and Jermaine Franklin is also coming off a loss. So both of these are going to want to have something to try and redeem. They are. Now, I don't know quite what the training structure is for Jermaine Franklin. I know he is struggling to get sparring partners. I know this for a fact. Okay, I won't say why I know. But the reality is it's a interesting fight. It is a very interesting fight, and I think that Anthony Joshua is going to win this fight, and I think he's going to win it by knockout, and I'm going to say round 3. That's my prediction. Now, usually when I give predictions of rounds, it doesn't usually work out like that. I'm usually a couple of rounds out or however. But it doesn't really matter. As long as Joshua wins, I don't care if he makes it scrappy, if he makes it ugly and just sneaks a point decision win. I don't really care. Just get back in the winners bracket, and then let's see what happens after then. Is he going to have a rematch with Dillian Whyte? Is he going to go fight Herkovich for the IBF, which that seems the most likely? Our talks with him and Wilder still ongoing behind the scenes. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, can't overlook this one. That is for sure. Jermaine Franklin is looking to upset the boxing world. Could it happen? Possibly. You never know. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.